Kylie, Kendall, and Hailey get stuck on an elevator together.
And Justin Bieber gives us a tour of his home.
Plus, Bieber, Ariana, and Lady Gaga drop new music.
What? All that and more on today's Rundown. Taylor Swift just did the nicest thing for a fan, and we're gonna talk about that later in the show.
But first, let's talk about our biggest fear coming true. Okay, so everyone's worst nightmare is either dying through a plane crash or their second worst nightmare is getting stuck in an elevator, and that is exactly what happened to Kendall and Kylie Jenner on their way to New York Fashion Week. They were also with Hailey Baldwin, and you know what? Thanks to Snapchat, we have the whole thing on tape.
This is crazy. I'm dying.
The only food, we don't know how long we're gonna be in here, but all the f***ing food we had in the elevator, you ate it all.
Fire department's here, guys.
Hi, fire department!
Just hold on a minute, we'll get you out. You alright?
Yeah, we're fine.
We're okay.
Our panic attack passed.
I'm still not sure how I feel about these Snapchat videos, but
You know what? Like, what would they have done before Snapchat? They would have been so bored in there. I think this kept their mind off the
That's
fact that
true.
they're being caught in the elevator.
just so you guys know, the girls were on their way to a party when the nightmare occurred. The elevator literally comes to a screeching halt, and this was really serious. Firemen did have to basically pry the doors open and lift the girls out, and those men were fine.
They were fine, and they also, I love, took a photo with the girls just so they could tell other buddies back at the station, I saved Kendall Jenner's butt. Or something. Justin Bieber is giving all of us a little peek inside of his little home in Los Angeles. When I say little, it's like very expensive, very big, and very not humble. But it looked really beautiful. So BBC Radio 1 came in, did kind of like their own version of Cribs, walked around Justin's backyard. We got a look at his little lake river behind his house where he goes bass fishing.
Where is that in LA?
I don't know. He used to have a place in Calabasas, but I think he got rid of it, so I'm not sure exactly where this is, but it's beautiful. He also has boats, guys.
Cooks awesome food.
Because they don't want you to have a chef.
They don't want us to have a chef, but
You
this,
got one.
I go out on this pretty much every morning.
Okay.
I go rowing out there and just relax, listen to music, pray.
And he also has a bouncy house thing in his backyard. A big like
course.
slide. Those are my favorite.
Living the dream, Bieber.
Living the freaking dream. Now, I don't know if you guys remember, but a couple of weeks ago, Justin went on BBC Radio 1 to do an interview, and he was kind of rude to the host. He was kind of sarcastic and mean. And so the host is now at his house in LA.
The same host?
The same host.
Ooh.
So something tells me that this might be like a consolation
Yeah.
prize, because Justin did tweet out and apologize.
He did.
For acting so rudely. So I think this is him saying, listen, I'll let you come to my house and give you a tour. But
I get it. We all PMS, including men.
that's very true. Nothing truer has been said on
Nothing.
DHR. But Justin seems so awkward in this interview to me. I don't know if she was awkward or he was awkward. He was kind of like acting like a 12-year-old. He was just like running around the yard. And then they went to play a game of basketball.
I like
kinda.
that that's in quotation marks.
This whole thing is
Allegedly, that's basketball.
Allegedly, that's basketball. And it got awkward. Like, she was trying to interview him, and all he was doing is like pulling basketball over her. It was kind of awkward.
Would you ever bring out another acoustic album?
So basically, we're so used to Justin being on. He's so used to just playing the character of Justin Bieber in all of his interviews, but the fact that we were watching him basically struggle and trying to make all these baskets, I thought actually allowed us to see a really genuine Justin who wasn't overthinking any of the answers to the questions. He was too busy playing.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe she was awkward, because I felt like it's harder for the host because you have to guide the conversation when your subject is bouncing around you. It's hard to like reel it in. There was a moment where she was like, but back to my question. And it was a little awkward, but
it was nice.
But he was
nice to her.
actually really nice to her in this interview. But my favorite part of the whole thing was Todd's appearance.
Oh.
Just little Todd, just making his little debut, looking just precious.
Speaking of Justin Bieber, the man has dropped new music.
Yes.
So this time he's actually collaborated with his very good friend, Post Malone. They have paired up for a song called Deja Vu, you guys. It basically featers Justin. The song is hot, and many a babies will be made to this song.
You wanna do what I wanna do? Well, I guess that it's just deja vu. Tell me, is that deja vu? 'Cause you want me and I want you.
Guys, that was lit.
Yeah.
It's lit! It's so lit!
Okay, and also so exciting, I can barely fit behind this table. Lady Gaga has finally dropped a new song.
Are you gonna explode or something?
I'm exploding inside
okay.
my body
I
as
was like, what would make you not fit behind the table? You're so tired.
I'm like so excited. Also a lot of coffee. But the song is called Perfect Illusion. For me, it's almost a throwback to a 90s pop
Yes.
song, right? There's
Yes.
something vintage in the sound.
I like this song a lot.
Me too.
I just felt like it wasn't my pick for a comeback song. I
Right.
mean, it's been 3 years since
3
we've had
years.
music from her. So I was kind of like hoping for something a little different, but I do like it. I think it's good. I actually thought
I
she
agree.
sounded like Miley Cyrus during parts of it, which is not a bad thing. Some people were like, I can't believe you would say that, but I think it's a good thing. I like
You're
it.
right. It's not a mic drop of a song.
Yeah, that's what I was expecting, but I think that's gonna come later.
Yeah, maybe she's just warming us up. Also, to give her credit, I mean, I've just gotten so numb to pop songs where you can barely hear the person's
Yeah.
vocals because it's so synthesized.
Yeah.
You hear her vibrato. She is singing awesome.
Yeah, that's a good point. That's true. Well, what I did love about this song releasing, you guys, is that Lady Gaga was sitting down on her couch with all of her friends, listening to the radio when it debuted on the radio for the first time, and she got so emotional. All right, speaking of new music, Ariana Grande and Mac Miller's song, My Favorite Part, dropped today in all of its gloriousness, and it's real romantic.
You just don't know how beautiful you are. Baby, that's my favorite part.
And then it only gets cuter from there because this Instagram video exists.
Okay.
Also, Ariana had a pretty full schedule last night. Not only did she reveal a handful of dates for her upcoming Dangerous Woman tour, which, by the way, are available for your viewing pleasure at dangerouswoman.com. She also stopped by The Tonight Show to talk about all of her projects.
Yes.
And of course, she performed and she did something really weird because it is Jimmy Fallon. But
course.
before that, she talked about her role that she will be appearing in Hairspray.
To be playing Carrie Butler's role, it's I'm sorry, I broke your thing. It's very overwhelming, but I'm very excited. So Hairspray and then tour starts in February. I'm very excited.
And then Ariana totally killed it, like we said, in her performance. She sounded amazing, but what I loved is that in this track, she took on Nicki Minaj's rap herself.
I love it when they do that.
And it was really good.
But all these bitches roses, my mini me. Like they smoking, so they call me Young Nicki Chimney. Rappers in their feelings, cause they feeling me. I give zero, and I got zero chillin'.
Ariana Grande and Jimmy also played a BFF challenge to show the world just how much they know about each other. But come to find out, Jimmy doesn't know that much about Ariana Grande.
Who was my first celebrity crush?
Ariana, show yours.
And last but not least, we have got to get to Taylor Swift and this amazing thing she did for a fan. A Cincinnati police sergeant named Dan Hill, his daughter Megan has been dying from a congenital heart defect. The little girl had only one wish, and it was to chat with Taylor. So it started to become viral on social media. The dad was basically just trying to get Taylor Swift's attention. Her second dying wish was to speak to either Ellen or Jimmy Fallon. But suddenly her health took a sudden decline, and the dad took to social media himself to snag Taylor's attention, and after 2,500 shares, it actually happened. Megan got her wish come true. So T Swift actually FaceTimed with her, and not for a couple minutes. She spoke to the girl for 30 minutes. And I know maybe some people are thinking like, okay, whatever, big deal. What's 30 minutes out of a celebrity's schedule? But to have that on your radar, to make time for this little girl, I think is really sweet. And instead of us talking about this Tom Hiddleston breakup, let's talk about the good deeds that Taylor's doing.
Yeah, and I do think that Taylor is great, and I think she's trying to show the world, like, hey, don't forget about me and my heart and how much I love my fans, which I think is great. I love that Megan took to social media to thank Taylor personally. She posted this on Instagram and on Facebook. She said the words, "Thank you will never be enough to say to Taylor Allison Swift for this day and taking the time to video chat with me for 29 minutes on September 8th, 2016. Thank you from the bottom of my heart." So sweet. And, you know, I just feel like these are the moments that life is supposed to be about. And when you're a celebrity, like, you want to get to that point where you can do stuff like this.
You can make a difference.
Yeah, and I think this is awesome.
And you know what? If Megan is watching DHR, we wish you all the love and all the happiness and all the good vibes for you and your family. I can't help but wonder, if you're Taylor Swift, what do you say in that kind of conversation?
No, I just want to get to know her, right? Like, I want to know her story and what she likes to do, and like maybe something that I can carry on with me in my life that will like remind me of her. I don't know.
I used to volunteer at a hospice, and what I learned in the training is there's never really the right thing to say. Yeah. It's a really difficult situation.
All right, guys, what would you do if you got stuck on an elevator with people you know or strangers? Like, what?
Pee in my pants.
No, Miriam, because you have a Gatorade bottle in your purse.
True.
You wouldn't do that, but what would you guys do?
Don't do what I do. And also, what do you guys think of all of this new music from so many of our favorite people?
I like the way fall is shaping up music-wise.
I do too.
It's like a nice, I like the groove that's happening right now in music.
I'm being the fall wind.
Oh, you are? I'm like Pocahontas.
Beautiful.
Paint me with all the colors. All right, guys. This got weird. It's Friday.
As always.
We deserve it. You guys have a great weekend, and Monday will be here before you know it.
No.
We have the details of Selena Gomez's rumor meltdown in that box on the left.
Or on the right, we've got the details on Taylor Swift and Tom Hiddleston's breakup.